What's up, guys? So there's a lot of these things that have come out of the Idaho 4 case, and there's been a lot of people that's had little stories kind of like this one, and hopefully the most of these would be options for people that could have done this to these students. So hopefully the cops are checking into these things. So let's read this one. It says, "Hello, I'm sorry to hear about the students who were murdered recently. I also thank you all for all your hard work you all have put in. I am originally from Boise, but currently live out of state, so I hope I am still allowed to give any possible helpful information pertaining to the case. I couldn't help but notice that a young man named somebody that starts with a J may have been a person of interest. I only bring this up because I used to work with him at some summer of 21 to be exact. I'm not sure how much information you all were able to gather from him, but I couldn't help shake the feeling that he may be involved. I hope I hope it's not my own personal bias as I don't work with him. I didn't work with him for long, but there were just some specific behaviors that gave me an eerie vibe. According to my boss, he was a seasonal employee and would be going back to college later in the fall. At first, we seemed to be able to work together fairly well, but a few shifts in, his demeanor changed completely. Another female coworker and I were in the middle of a dinner rush, and apparently a mistake was made somewhere, and he started blaming me for things that I didn't do, saying things like, "You are the dumbest biatch I've ever met," and pacing around, standing super close, and getting in my way when I tried to put some space between us. In an attempt to ease the tension, I decided to play along by saying, "Thank you so much. Hope maybe he'd shift courses or at least ease up a little." But instead, he became even more aggressive and started throwing even. Oh, he started towering over me and shouting. Unfortunately, I wasn't prepared for this kind of interaction that evening, so I slapped him. Not my proudest moment, but it seemed like the safest alternative for me at the time, being shorter than he is. I got written up for it, so it's on on the record. But apparently, it was not the first time he has treated other women in the kitchen in a similar fashion. To what extent it? I'm not sure, but they all said he had made them uncomfortable. It concerns me because I saw a food truck footage, and that if that really is the same, I would definitely keep my eye on him and ask around a little more. Something just doesn't sit right with me. I hope this helps, and thank you for taking the time to go through all of this. So there is a person with the J, and they didn't cover the J on either one, so they kind of want you to know who it is because you can literally see the J there, and down here you can literally see the J there. So they kind of want you to figure out who this person's talking about. Uh, Jack, I think, is the person that they called a few times. I'm not for sure if that's who this person's talking about. Uh, but stuff like this, hopefully the police department is looking into, because this is like probably the third one that I've seen kind of similar to this with different people. I don't think they're all the same people, but with different people that are in this area that have concerning things that they need to look into. And this seems like something maybe they need to look into. What do you guys think about this?